Hey guys, as they say, come on in. I've got to tell you something that almost happened literally moments ago. So I've got to tell you, I got to share this with you. So come on in. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start talking, and whoever joins, just join in, or you can catch the replay. So today, I decided to go grab some coffee, and I took Bentley with me. We're just having a good time. When I get to Pete's Coffee today, they said, you know what, you can't have dogs inside, which is totally understandable. So I said, well, great, I'll keep him outside. So I grabbed a chair and I put his leash on the chair so he wouldn't go anywhere. And I'm kind of looking back and I'm just making sure, you know, that he's okay. I could definitely tell that he was a little bit terrified, but I really, really wanted him to, hi Robin, hi, hey Mona, how you guys doing? Hey Karen. So anyway, I'm telling you this amazing story that just happened to me today. As I was out walking Bentley, I stepped in to grab some coffee and at Pete's Coffee or Pete's Tea, whatever it's called. And I tied Bentley's leash to a chair so that he wouldn't go anywhere. And as soon as I turned my back, when I closed the door to get inside the place, Bentley, who was tied to a chair, his leash, Bentley sees a bird. And the bird came rather close to him. So it frightened him, but also it kind of intrigued him at the same time. So he went running towards this bird. I'm inside getting coffee. And I look at the corner of my eye, I see a bird, I see Bentley, and I see a chair. And I freaked out. So I said, hold on. I left my purse, I left my keys, I left my cell phone, and I went running outside of the door because I see my dog running in the park after a bird in a chair, and he's tied to a chair. So I'm freaked out. So when I get outside, I literally have to jump over a wall. No problem. Didn't know I could do it. I absolutely did it. I jumped over a wall. I see him running. He's running towards the lake. And there was no guard up that would keep him from not jumping in the lake. So I'm panicking. Some people who were like walking their dog looked and they noticed that he was running. So they were like, Pop, come here, buddy, come here, da da da. They're trying to get his attention to stop. But he was so afraid and he was so excited at the same time that he was so drawn to this bird that he kept going. And so I'm like, wait, buddy, stop, Bentley, wait a minute, stop. I'm just trying to get him to stop. But when I noticed he was getting close to that lake, let me tell you something. I said, Bentley, stop. Then he turned around and he stopped dead in his tracks, shaking, scared, and he was crying. And then he just starts to kind of walk toward me. His mouth was salivating, and like he was just totally in turmoil. And he walked back to me with his tail in between his legs because he thought he was in trouble, because he knew he shouldn't have ran off. But then, whatever, he did. And I finally got to him. Thank God that there were other people there that were helping me to try to get his attention. And anyway, he walked back to me, and I just kind of rubbed him and pet him, just let him know, hey, you good, you're okay, you're not in trouble or whatever. And then I went back and I got my purse, got my keys, I got my phone, and thank God everything was intact. So shout out to Karen and Bob and their beautiful dog, Molly, who were all trying to get Bentley's attention. Thank God for that. But I have to say, when I got Bentley together and I was walking away from the coffee shop, I couldn't help but to think, wow, how many times in life have something caught my attention and I forget about everything that was going on. I forgot about, my goals. I forget about my dreams. I forget about the things that my parents raised me to do, raised me to believe in. But I'm so thirsty for whatever it is in front of me that I just tried to block everybody out. And I'm running towards this thing that seems to be so great in front of me. But then there's a voice that you cannot drown out. It's a voice that is the least of the voices, because it's not a voluminous voice, but it's a voice that comes from within that says, you know what, slow down. It's a voice that says, I got you. You don't have to run towards this. You don't have to be afraid. It's a voice that kind of says, stop in your tracks. I got you. My love that I have for you is so great and it's so powerful that it trumps any other desire that you ever have had. And as a matter of fact, if you succumb to this voice, I will give you the desires of your heart. Because in the natural, when I finally grabbed Bentley and made sure he was cool, he actually got he got a couple treats, right? He gets to hug me and love me. He's all in one piece. But he also, Pete's Coffee people, they gave him some whipped cream and, making sure he was cool. He was okay. So in essence, he ended up getting everything that he needed because he succumbed to that voice. So I just want to tell you, it could have ended pretty bad if he would have jumped in the lake. It could have ended terribly sad if he would have kept going. But thank God for the voice. Thank God for the voice that sometimes we overlook. A lot of times we overlook because we're so thirsty for what we think is in front of us or what we think is better. Thank God for the voice that doesn't get drowned out. Of course, we try to overlook it, but God will never stop chasing us. God will never stop calling you. He will never stop loving you. So why run? Why run away from the thing that loves you the most, the thing that died for you? Stop running. Succumb to the voice of God for your life. And do what God has called you to do. He's called us to be so many things, so many great things to help other people and to show us, show us his love. Succumb to that. You will be in a much better place. You'll be much more effective in life if you succumb to the voice of God. Not your desire to be great, not your desire to be the bomb, not your desire to be famous. Thank you, Robin Robinson. And she's reminding us that his sheep know his voice. And a stranger's voice, they won't follow. Again, when Bentley was running today towards the lake, and I was so afraid, like I said, Bob and Karen were like, buddy, Bentley, stop. Bob, come see your mom. Stop, Bentley. They were trying to get his attention. He doesn't know their voice. But when I said, Bentley, come back, Bentley, he came running. And he stopped dead in his tracks to listen because he knows his mom's voice. God is calling you. He's not going to stop calling you. Even when you listen to him, he's still going to call you. Succumb to the voice of God and become all that he has destined for you to be. And you will absolutely live your best life. Now, that's what I learned today. And it drove me to tears, and it drove me to do a live feed with you all today with no makeup on, nothing. Just a genuine heart. So I love you. I pray that something was said today that has blessed you. Stop running and succumb to the voice of God. Love you.